having started two companies from literally zero and neither without any investors, I took some very good advice. And I wouldn't like to name an individual. Instead, what I do is recommend, if I can summarize the article, the most important message, or there are many good messages, but the most important one is
Steve, hi, how are you doing?
good. Thanks, Dan.
Brilliant. You want to just take 30 to 60 seconds and introduce yourself for anyone that doesn't know who you are?
Thank you. Yes, I'll try and do it in 30 seconds. So I'm probably best known for founding and running a company called Canalys back in 1998, which I ran for just over 25 years before that business was sold to Informa in September of last year. Canalys does tech research and conferences around the tech industry, serving the world's biggest tech companies, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Hewlett Packard, Cisco, Amazon, and many others. We built the company to around 125 people and had offices in China, India, Singapore, the US, and the UK, as well as other people dotted around the world. So a true global company. So very proud to have built that without a day of investment or a dollar of loans, step by step, making a profit one year, reinvesting it the next year for 25 years. Secondly, we started a new company called Canapii, which we spun out of Canalys, which is event management software. We started developing Canapii to run Canalys events and then realized an opportunity to break it into a separate company, which we now run. And that's mainly run from people in the Philippines, headquartered in Singapore, and is a very exciting new opportunity.
That's great. Thanks, Steve. So I know we've had a brief chat. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given and been able to apply? How can we share this with people?
Yeah, it's a great question. And obviously, I'm going to take it from the point of view of being an entrepreneur. Obviously, the advice might vary depending on the role and position you have in an organization. But having started two companies from literally zero and neither without any investors involved, I took some very good advice. And I wouldn't like to name an individual. Instead, what I do is recommend anyone who wants to start a company reads this article from the Harvard Business Review. Let me check, in May 2013. And it's called What Entrepreneurs Get Wrong. So nowadays, when anyone asks me a question about how to start a business, rather than me spending hours trying to pass my knowledge on, I just say, read that article. If I can summarize the article, the most important message, or there are many good messages, but the most important one is you need to have customers on your journey. Yeah. Both at Canalys, when we first started off writing research reports, there's no point spending 3 months writing a report, putting it on a website and hoping someone would buy it. The skill is to speak to customers and say, if we did this, would it be of interest? And what kind of topics would you like us to cover? You get customers in the journey early, hopefully paying customers, but even if they're not paying, they need to be actively engaged and giving you feedback. Likewise, in our software business, Canopy, we have many happy customers, but sometimes they give you these little nuggets of saying, yeah, it's really great, but if only it could do this. And for them, it's a throwaway comment, but for us, that's gold dust. That's the next project for the next 3 months because they've inspired us. So ideas, people are often credited great geniuses, the Steve Jobs, the Elon Musks of the world. But generally, ideas don't come from one person. Ideas come from talking and evaluating with other people, especially customers, that drives you towards an idea that you can test on multiple people, and that gives you a direction to run a business.
That's amazing. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate it. And if people want to get in touch, for example, about Canopy and how you might be able to help them, what kind of contact would be useful? How would they go about doing that?
Okay, if we focus here on Canopy, Canopy is a software company but provides event management services. What do we mean by events? We really mean conferences. Conferences typically that would have more than 100 people, and probably for Canopy up to 5,000 people is the range we deal with. A lot of events are still run on pen and paper extraordinarily or in Excel spreadsheets. Well, what we've done with Canopy, we've totally automated the process through registration, through the ticketing and badge printing, but into attendee lists, ability to set up meetings, ability to chat with other attendees. And of course, this year we've launched our AI chatbot. So if you want to know where your next meeting is or what the dress code is or what you're looking forward to next on the agenda, you just type into the chatbot and it will tell you what's next on your personalized agenda, because every attendee can have a unique experience. Canapii is spelled CANAPII.com. And the best way to get in touch is through our website. There's a little form to fill in to contact us to arrange a demo. We have some of the world's most important customers using our platform already. Companies like Hewlett-Packard, Lenovo, Informa, the world's biggest events company, and also, most exciting from our point of view, United Nations. And the United Nations selected Canopy because everything we do is translated into over 70 languages instantly and free of charge inside our apps and our website. So, sure, please get in touch and we'll respond to your request very quickly and set up a demo site.
That's great. And congratulations on the United Nations. I know that's an exciting one.
It is, and they do a lot of events, so it's exciting for us too.
Yeah, a lot of events in a lot of languages. That's exactly. Great. Thank you very much, Steve. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you, Dan.